to another episode of the Live, Love and Eat show. Now, this is our new season, so we have our special guest today, and his name is Austin Jewell. Now, Austin is a certified transformational nutrition coach. He's a certified life coach and a certified personal trainer. Now, he focuses on helping men and women take back control of their life, feel younger, and create a life they love. He focuses heavy on mindset, psychology to help others understand why they do the things that they do and how to overcome the obstacles holding them back from success, health, and happiness. Now, his mission is to help others live a healthy and fulfilling life and let that ripple out to the lives they touch. I love that. Welcome, Austin. Now, our listeners, like I always say, we have stories. Can you tell us a little bit about your story and how did you get started in your career?
All right. Thank you again for having me on this. I'm really excited. So my story begins all the way back to high school, per se, where I was pretty insecure with myself. I was not a popular kid. I was made fun of. And this led into after high school, when I had a girlfriend. We had dated for about 4 years and then took a downward spiral. And I just felt, I guess, lost. I got depressed. I had turned 21. I was dabbling in drinking a little bit. And since I was insecure with myself and no one really liked me, or at least so I thought, I had got really heavy into drinking. It became an identity to me in a sense. I started drinking and seeing how good it felt, and I loved drinking, and I got too far into it to where it became a lifestyle, and I ended up going to parties. It was like drugs and drinking, and it was just nothing but unhealthy habits per se. We'll go that. And I pretty much, this was not just a weekend thing. This was at Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was drinking all the time. Sometimes in the morning, but it was guaranteed all night drinking, and then hungover going to work. And the ironic thing was I was working at a healthy cafe too. So I'm going in hungover every morning, but this went on for about 3 years of just drinking, partying, and bars. And I will never forget this. There was a moment where I told my best friend, he was with me at the time, and I said, I'm probably going to die by the age of 30, the way I'm living right now. And he just looked at me and he said, no, we cannot have that. Like it changed everything. And when I said that, something clicked in my head where I was just thinking, no, this is too much. And I had started to want to get away from drinking a little bit, and I had I slowed down sometimes, but it just never could actually set in. So somehow, I guess through the universe, it aligned me with, on Instagram, I saw there's a guy talking about a 1 month no alcohol challenge. So I decided, you know what? It was a month of, I believe, October. Yeah, it was October of, I couldn't remember which year it was. But I had taken 1 month no alcohol, and man, those withdrawals were horrible. They were bad, but so I had gone through that 1 month. I had lost, now keep in mind, all the bar food and drinking I had done, all that away for 1 month. I had lost 15 pounds just off that, and the clarity that I felt at the end of the month was just unbelievable. I had felt like a new person. So that was what set in motion me becoming healthier. Now, I didn't quit drinking right after the gate. I kind of went back, but I slowly just weaned away from it. I didn't go cold turkey, but that all started like a revolution in my own body, in my own self. And I said, the way I felt now, this is amazing. So I went down the whole rabbit hole of becoming better of a person, becoming healthier. I just wanted to improve my health in any way I could. And it all just started actually with me actually going to the store and buying a thing of blueberries. That's weird. It's simple, but that's all it took was for me to just get that one healthy meal into me. And having less drinks, I was just feeling better and better. And then each day, this is for another 2 years that I had added and taken away things and gotten more clarity in my head. I just felt better. And in this journey of personal development and getting my body healthier, I had been listening to podcasts, and then I came across a podcast, and the guest was Cynthia Garcia, who is the who started ITN, and where I went to school to get my health coaching certificate and life coach. And it just, when she talked about health coaching and what health coaches do, it just clicked for me. It was just like a sign just saying, this is the thing right here. And I went and looked it up, and the money thing was, I was like, the money, I don't know. This is a lot. It's a big investment. And I had to tell myself, this is an investment in your future, Austin. This is an investment in you. You're obsessed with this health, because I found myself, like, prior to that, looking for, what am I going to do in my life? What do I want to do? And it was in front of me the whole time, because every day after work, I would come home and read about health, how I can improve my health, how can I become better. It was under my nose the whole time, but it took that podcast and for Cynthia to talk about it that really led me into becoming a health coach. And I can never look back. It was the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
I love your story, and like I said, probably, I think there's a few people or hundreds of people out there that are listening now, and they are where you were, and they don't know how to get out of this. They don't know where to start. And I love that you said, like, you didn't go cold turkey. Like, some people just, not just with alcohol, with food as well, like, say, for example, somebody eats like a bag of Oreos when they come from work, and just take that away, go cold turkey. And we all know that, that's a failure, because, they will just go back. They will, it's like diets as well, some people go on a diet for, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna, like, I'm gonna get healthy. And they go on diets for 3 days in, and they are starving, and they're like, this is not working for me. And they just go back to their old habits. Now, I know that you work with men and women, and how do you, if a client comes to you and they ask you, they're in that place of, they don't know where to go, they don't know where to start. How do you help them to get rid of that habits that they were forming? How to replace that bad habits with good habits?
Yes. Oh man, diet. I don't like diets
I
and
know.
none of that. Like, it's just, it sets you up for failure, because they're not teaching you how to become that person, change your lifestyle. They're just telling you to eat this, count this, and that's that. But they don't take into consideration what happens when you're having a bad day, and then the emotions that leads you into eating something bad. Like, it's about understanding yourself and understanding your emotions and how you feel and why you're doing these things. But as to replacing habits, it comes down to, like, really figuring out, who is that person you want to become? What does that person do daily? Okay, I want to be a healthier person. Well, what does a healthy person do? Do they eat better? Do they move? Do they sleep better? Like, what are these things? And you to change these habits, I don't believe in removing one, it's replacing it in a sense. So, okay, you start with one, get to bed earlier maybe, and focus on that for a little while. Don't overwhelm yourself by saying, I need to change my whole diet, 360, all this all around, and because then you overwhelm yourself and you don't want to do it anymore. So it's starting with small wins. Okay, this week I'm going to focus on just adding in one healthy meal every week. Just there we go. And then the following week, I will get to bed 1 hour earlier, 30 minutes earlier, just these small things. But if you're also the person that can just go right to it, then add more things in. But don't overwhelm yourself when you're trying to replace your bad habits. You just need to fix which ones will get you to where you want to go as a healthier you.
Mm. I love that. I really love that. And, I always say that, if somebody wants to become healthier or lose weight, it's not just about going to the gym for 2 hours, eat the right foods, you can tell anybody to do that. Um, I want to talk about a little bit about mindset, because I think that is the most important thing. And I think you also went through that as well with your transformation. How do you get your mind? I mean, people are listening now and they're like, yes, yeah, it's good to say that. And how do you get your mind to that space to like change your life and become a better person, and make it work? And like if you get up in the morning, you feel like, oh, I can tackle today, and not get up and feel like, oh, I can't do this day. How do you get people to get to that mindset?
Yes, so mindset, one of my favorite things. So it really does come down to how you think about things, how you see the world, how you see yourself. And it starts with just, and it is one of those things where you tell people to, all right, well, think better, or maybe, but it really is just starting with these simple thoughts, really getting in your head and seeing, where are my thoughts at? Why do let me wake up this one morning and choose happiness. Let me just smile, because when you smile, just smiling gets your brain and body into just a healthier way. And people will think, oh no, not just a smile, but it really does. And it compounds by just doing this daily all the time. And it's one of those, mindset is, oh man, it's a complicated thing, because you you tell people that and they just, well, no, it can't be that way. To get in that, so humans really go off emotion, right? When you do these one thing, just, okay, I choose to be healthier, I choose to think better thoughts. When you go throughout your day and you have a negative emotion arise, you just think, okay, you bring yourself to the present moment and you think to yourself, okay, where did that negative emotion come from? Why? You ask yourself questions on why you're thinking certain ways and what may have caused these things to pop up in your head. You can't eliminate these things. They're going to come, but you replace them with more empowering thoughts. When you tell yourself, I can't be healthy, I can't change my life, you're telling yourself a story and you're fighting for your limitations. Switch that story up and say, what can I do to be healthier? What does it take for me to be healthier? You're opening up options. When you tell yourself you can't do something, you're closing your mind off from all possibilities. But if you open yourself up to, what can I do? What am I capable of? What will it take? And you will look for opportunities. And it starts with these daily micro wins. And whenever you do say, you switch up your negative thought to a positive thought, you say, you feel it. How did I feel? I feel so much better, so much, because we as humans, like I said, change off emotion. So when we feel how these shifts on our mind are working, we keep on doing them because we realize the emotional positivity from that. I'm not sure that question, but
Yeah, I agree with you. That's difficult to to tell people change your mindset. And how do you get there? How do you change your mindset? But there's so many like things out there that you can do, like meditation and journaling, and of course hire a coach like you,
Yeah.
and just get help, and somebody that listens to you, and you don't have to do it alone. There's coaches out there that can help you. There's people
Yeah.
out there that can listen to you. So if somebody comes to you and they are like, I know we talked about goals and habits, but if there's a I will say a woman, because we women tend to go on lots of diets. If there's a woman coming to you and she says, "Oh, I tried every single diet on the planet. I'm just not losing weight." How do you get her to that mindset that diets don't really work, no diets fits all? How do you get her to that mindset of, okay, let's quit the diets and let's start from here? How do you approach that with your clients?
So when it comes to these diets, yes, they just don't work. And well, I'd ask them, so when you go on a diet, how do you feel about that? Most people do not like it. They come in with that already mindset of, I gotta stop eating this. I can't eat this. I can't do anything. I gotta eat salads my whole life. Well, you have that feeling already. You don't like doing that. So I approach people with, I will never put you on a diet. I will never restrict food from you. I don't even do that for myself. I just help myself understand what food is doing to your body. What is food? How is food interacting in your body? Because yes, calories in, calories out, they work, but it's not sustainable. You need to create a lifestyle out of this. So I explain to my clients what the food is doing in your body. Is it helping your body or is it hindering your body? Because we have foods that make it harder. They hijack your brain, like sugars and stuff. So when you understand what these foods are doing and how they make you feel, this is what trumps over a diet per se. Because instead of restricting everything, I help my clients add in foods. I don't tell them, hey, stop eating your cakes and this. Have your cake, but add in this nutrient, add in this like spinach, or add in this whole food. Because when you start adding in these whole foods, you will naturally start eliminating these bad ones because they don't feel as well for you. You don't have time. And then another thing is people don't, or they think that eating healthy is expensive. It really isn't though, because if you actually have to buy less food almost to get the same satiety, because you're buying so much processed and packaged food because that food is not giving you nutrients, which is why you're hungry all the time. These are what diets don't explain. They just tell you to eat this and do that, but they're not telling you how is the food interacting in your body. So you have to, like for me, it helped to understand, okay, I ate healthier, I feel good. I would go back and I would have maybe something that was processed, and I would just feel more bloated, more brain fog. It was that change that really led me to, okay, don't eat these things. So I look at food and I help my clients look at food as, how do you want to feel? When they start realizing how they feel when they eat, after they eat certain foods. So I'm helping them bring awareness, presence to their diet, to their food style, to wherever they may choose to eat, because we all want to eat different things. That's why no one can fit on a diet, because, oh, yeah, eat this, but I don't want to eat that. I don't like that. Okay, well, now you won't do a diet no more. So it's helping people understand and find the foods they love and incorporate them into their own lifestyle.
I love that. And I also love that, that you are not like restricting, like, somebody having cake. No, you shouldn't have cake, but, your client can still have a piece of cake. But when she started eating healthy, she will not want that cake anymore because she feels full. And yeah, I love that. And it's true what you say, that if you eat unhealthy foods. We all know that, and I think we all do that. You just feel like crap in the morning. You don't feel well. You feel bloated, and you just don't feel well. Now, the last question I want to ask you is, what advice would you give to somebody that wants to get healthier?
So that right there will start with why. Ask yourself why. Why do you want to be healthier? And that question leads into what is health going to do for you? I mean, you can tell somebody to go somewhere and they're going to ask why. Well, okay, so you want to be healthier. Does that lead to more energy? Does that lead for you to feel better during the day, more energy with your kids, more time to like feel better? When you ask yourself these why and get clear on why you want to be healthier, what that's going to lead for you, when times get hard, because when we lose motivation, we're all going to lose motivation. I do, you do, we all do. But the why behind it is what keeps us on that train of being healthier. So if you can try to be healthy, but if you don't know why you're doing it, you're going to fall off quickly because you're just, oh, I'm doing this for no reason, I guess. So let's start with why. And then also just know from the beginning, you're not going to be perfect with this. It's all a lifestyle. It's creating long-term change. It's about consistency over perfection. You're just keep trying. Whenever you fall off the wagon, get back on. Don't beat yourself up. Ask yourself questions. Why did I eat these things? Like, you just asking yourself questions and understanding why you're doing these things. So from the beginning, like, you know why you're doing it, and then also know that you won't be perfect, and that's okay. It's all about long term.
I love that. I love the why, because we all have a why. Why do you want to get healthier? For my kids, for my children, for my husband, my wife, or for myself. And I just love that. You are doing amazing work out there, and I will link all his social links down on this podcast, and you can connect with him on there. And it was such a pleasure to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
And keep on doing, keep your light shining, keep the work that you're doing. Yeah, it was a pleasure to see you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure being on here.